Good evening, all. I made it through my shift. It was very interesting, but I made it through it. One transaction at a time. Say the least. My goodness gracious. I got nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you, I'm pretty spicy and saucy right now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. God just revealed quite a bit to me in reference to the uncertainty of my family and all those that have passed and how they have passed. It seems to be a question. It's really weird. It's really weird. When you're in conversations with people and nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense in reference to my genealogy, in reference to my family, in reference to my family bloodline, in reference to the amount of people that have passed away in my family and how they have passed away. I can't even tell you who's of the living. I couldn't even tell you that answer. In reference to my dad's side, lots of things don't make sense on my mom's side. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that of these conversations, and you just recognize in people and how they respond, what they don't say, what they do say, what they insinuate without you even saying a word. And it's just interesting. It's interesting. It also came to me earlier on my way home from work because I've seen quite a few videos in reference to Trump having handlers. In my algorithm, this is what I see. Everybody's algorithm is different. That's what makes it an algorithm, right? That's what gives them the control to show you what you do see. I know that. I'm well aware of that. That's why I'm very, I move and operate in my truth. I move and operate in what I receive. I move and operate in what I know, what I've been through, what I've been subjected to in reference to 41 years here on earth. And I also move and operate in knowing that nothing I see on a screen is going to change who I am, nor change my history, what I've been through, what I do know, whether I have proof or this and that. That's out the door. That's out the door at this point. And that's just kind of where I move and operate. You don't have to agree with it neither. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to understand it. But for me, I choose to operate in that because so much of my life doesn't make sense. And when I try to have conversations with people, it's so manipulated and it's so gaslit and it's so redirected that I just don't even try. I don't even try anymore because it's pointless. And so it's one of those things. But for me personally, I know without a doubt that I've had particular handlers or whatever you want to call them, whatever they want to classify themselves. I don't care. Whatever you want to classify yourselves, whatever they are, I don't know. I don't care. I've never partaked in that type of atmosphere of things, so it's not bothersome of me. However, what I do know, what I can stand on is that whatever's been placed in my life hasn't worked out to the benefit of them. In different ways, they may think otherwise, but for me personally, I think otherwise too. So, I agree to disagree because I know that without a doubt, no matter what type of scenarios and handling and things like that, I still have always stayed pretty clear, as close as I can, to my morals, my values, my integrity, not stepping on people, not competing with people, not being jealous or envy or this or that. Just moving in authenticity and moving in loving them and being genuine to them and being good to them. Now, have I been perfect? Absolutely not. But I never was coming at them disingenuinely or trying to one-up them or trying to tear them down so I can gain something in reference in the motions of tearing them down, right? And I found myself so often enough around people like this where like they get off on tearing me down. They get off on creating illusions. They get off on creating hardships for me and obstacles, and whether that be between me and my son and my family and like the work atmosphere and this and that. Like it's been one of those things that I've been so subjected to for so long that I just don't pay any mind to it. Okay. And so if I'm capable of living in a world surrounded by handlers or paid actors or whatever you want to classify these people as, okay, whatever they are, I don't know. Okay. But if I'm able to do it and still stand on my morals, my values, my integrity, knowing what's right and wrong, I'm not sure why other people can't. Hence, Poppy T. Okay? Again, agree to disagree on this. I know. Charlie Kirk was waking up to it. And that's what brought him to his demise. He's like, whoa, I'm being handled here. And I don't like the way it feels. I don't stand on it. His consciousness was getting to a place where he could not fight it anymore. And I feel that. I feel that in so many different ways. And so I recognize it. And just like I said, a few videos, like a few days ago, they lost control when they decided to take him out. That's when they lost control of whatever this whole thing is, whatever you want to call it, this and that. They lost control. And so if you classify yourself as whatever, a handler, paid actor, or whatever it is you do, and whatever choices you make, you're going to meet a place at some point in your life where you're going to have to accept accountability in that. You just are, because life was not designed, people's lives was not designed to be handled. It wasn't. Nobody's life is designed to be handled. Poppy T's life was not designed to be handled. My life was not designed to be handled. Charlie's, Candace, same thing. She had handlers. That didn't work out well for them. Like, it's just not designed. God did not design Adam and Eve and send his son to die on the cross for people to come in this world and worship whatever it is they worship, find whatever faith they find, and want whatever power and the amount of money, abundance, and all this stuff, whatever that looks like for them. He didn't design it for them to come in and handle. Like, you can't play with those type of universal things. No matter whatever your faith is, whoever it is you worship, like, you just can't. And they're seeing that and they know that. And I know they're feeling it. Like, I can feel it, right? The world can feel it. The world can see it. The world is waking up to it because it's so blatantly obvious. And it's just crazy to me that this is just a conversation that we have to have at this point in the venture, talking about handlers. And it's like, at what point do we start recognizing, okay, so we now live in a world that it is okay to place people in certain people's lives and this and that and do whatever. And again, technically, truthfully, if you want to be honest, I think we all have handlers. If we want to get down to the brass grass, I feel like they're all trying to handle us right now. Like, you know what you know, we know you know. We know you're not happy with it, but we are going to try to handle you. And by handling you, we're going to create XYZ war. We're going to create XYZ distractions. We're going to create XYZ propaganda. We're going to create XYZ, all these things in the entertainment biz, the music biz, the political biz. It's just like duh. And so they're all actually handling all of us. So that's why I look at it as like, okay, yeah, I had handlers. Okay, cool. So did everybody else. We've all been handled. They told us we were going to have here's your white picket fence, here's your American dream, but actually we're going to handle you while you try to achieve it. And we're not going to make it achievable. We're going to gain from your fruits. And so here we are.